Breaking news. It is an aberration. Reps ask Malami to desist from deleting Section 84, subsection 12 of the Electoral Act. Or, the or is where the matter is. The or is where the big issue is right now. House of Representative, the National Assembly, has said, how dare Malami? Okay, in the first instance, National Assembly did not even know that there is a case that they've been joined in a custody in a case to come and answer or anything of such. Okay, the arms of government are clearly distinct so that one does not interfere on the duty of the other, and they are there so that one is looking after the other carefully to ensure that none begin to, mistreat the people. But guess what? Malami, who is an appointee of President Muhammadu Buhari, the reps that were put together by the people, he put down, he forgot about all the people's, what they will want and went there for what he wants because he wants to be the governor of his state. And if the decision of the reps stands, he does not give, he will not be able to do that. Let's get all the details. It is an aberration. Reps ask Malami to desist from deleting Section 84, subsection 12 of the Electoral Act, or the House of Representatives has asked Abubakar Malami, the Attorney General of the Federation AGF, to desist from deleting Section 84, subsection 12 of the Electoral Act of the 2022 Constitution. The section reads, no political appointee at any level should be a voting delegate or be voted for at the convention or congresses of any political party for the purpose of nomination of candidates for an election. The lower legislative chamber passed a resolution during a preliminary session on Wednesday. Sadi Saliu, a lawmaker of Katsina, has moved a motion and told his colleagues that the recent court judgment is an infringement on the right of the legislators to lawmakers. Last Friday, a federal high court in Umuahia, Abia State, ordered the Attorney General of the Federation to delete Section 84, subsection 12 of the Electoral Act. Evelyn, the judge, held that the section was unconstitutional, invalid, illegal, null and void, and cannot stand. Evelyn ruled that Section 66, subsection 1F, Section 107, subsection 1F, Section 137, subsection 1F, and Section 182, subsection 1F of the Nigerian Constitution already stipulated that appointees of government seeking to contest election were only to resign at least 30 days to the date of the election. At the preliminary section on Wednesday, lawmakers debated and condemned the decision of the court. The legislators described the judgment as an aberration and vowed to appeal against the verdict. Femi Gbajabiamila, Speaker of the House of Representatives, said he cannot allow the lower legislative chamber to be ridiculed under his watch. Nedi, minority leader of the House, said there is separation of power in the Constitution, which clearly states that no arm of government should take up the duty of another arm. He said the court should have interpreted the law and not interfere with the powers of the National Assembly to make laws. Tredu Chief Whip said the principle of natural judge calls for the fair hearing. He said the National Assembly is an interested party but was not even joined in the suit. What nonsense. So Malami is in serious trouble. If you ask me, he's in serious trouble. He is going to be dealt with because you can see Femi Gbajabiamila saying, you know what, we're not going to allow this. We're not going to allow this, not in the list. Abubakar Malami has beaten more than he can chew. Just imagine you give a child a piece of meat. Yes, it's supposed to be something of pleasure, of feeling, nice food for the child, and the child begin to eat the meat. But because the child became so greedy, all of a sudden, do you know that same piece of meat that was supposed to be a source of protein, a source of meal, that the child should eat and enjoy can kill the child. Take, for instance, the child now take the meat and just throw into his mouth, trying to eat it all at once in a hurry. Do you know that same meat can choke the child to death? That's exactly what is happening to Abubakar Malami now. He wants to choke himself with his own hands by his own self. Why? Selfishness. He wants to be the governor of his state. And so that section will not favor him. So he's particularly interested. Okay? And even if they have a case against, the judiciary, they should have invited the judiciary to court and not decide on behalf of the judiciary. You see nonsense going on in Nigeria. This nonsense happened because those that should speak, sadly, are not speaking. Those that should, not allow this nonsense to go on are not saying anything. And so they sit down, they watch, and as they see these things play out, Abubakar Malami has now become the one deciding the fate of the nation. Where is the president? Because he wants to contest in 2023, you see, he wants to become the governor of his state. This is why things are the way they are. He wants to become the governor of his state. And this very clause does not go down well with him. So he has to fight the National Assembly with everything he's got. And guess what? Those that should speak, even lawyers, are contradicting themselves. How can somebody come to a court to meet you on a particular matter that's of national importance and you did not even ask? What kind of judgment is that? Even that very judge should be brought to book. What sort of judgment is that? The judge did not even ask, who are those? Okay, they brought this case. What is your own defense against? It just heard from one side and went on to pass a judgment and gave Abubakar Malami opportunity. Now, Abubakar Malami can really answer to a judge, really? The Attorney General of the Federation is listening to another person. Wow, wow. I'm truly impressed. Very, 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 very surprised. Very impressed. Welcome to Nigeria, where nonsense go on and nobody even understand what exactly is happening. The people you thought they are saints, they are actually the demons. You thought they are actually the demons destroying the nation fabric bit by bit. You see why the country is where it is today? The time to move forward is now, my people. The time to move forward is now. Many of them do not even care for this nation. God will help us. He will sincerely help us. You see, leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Please don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. Have a fantastic day. From us, it's bye for now. Bye.